Bro, there is a whole bug in my room, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm not recording or putting my ring light because these niggas is attracted to light, bro. At the end of the day, I come weaponized, nervous. Understand that JSalty ain't no bitch. I'm scared, bro. I'm scared. I don't know, bro. Oh my god. Sweating, bro. Sitting that shit down my ass crack. Say hello to my little friend. Got y'all another one. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is JSalty. Don't forget the J, and don't forget a nigga get a little salty. If you don't know me, I am the light-skinned wizard, the light-skinned therapist, the light-skinned mister can take your bitch, and just a light-skinned nigga in general. If you don't know me now, you know me. And for today's video, we're gonna be reacting to this app lets you cheat through life. I don't know what they got. I don't know why my mic's so high, but it is by Meezy, or whoever you say his name. And you know, he be going crazy with the videos, so you know I had to see what they be talking about.
For you, like down here.
I'm a boy. What do you mean?
Like how's the dating market been? What's up?
Camera.
How you doing?
Camera.
The camera's right there, bro. Can I help you, bro?
Your camera alright?
Yeah. Are you alright, bro?
Dude, I've been waiting for this day, dude.
Are you alright?
No way, dude.
Can I help you?
What the fuck?
No, the camera's right there, bro.
No
look right
way.
there.
PB, no way.
Yo, get out the way, bro.
Camera, holy shit. Are those the glasses, dog?
No,
Can I try
bro.
them on?
No, bro.
Can I try them
no,
on?
bro. Can I help you, bro?
Y'all nigga would've got punched in his jaw.
Now, I know what people are thinking. It looks like this guy is harassing this man who is just out there making content, albeit shirtless, which is a little weird for somebody as hairy as he is. But trust me. We want to shout out to that guy and shout out to anybody who disrupts these, honestly, nuisance IRL content creators at these points, because they are getting nasty with this new technology and it must come to a head. This content seems pretty harmless in the beginning, but you soon found out why the guy in the black hat seemingly presses up on the guy with no shirt on. And that's because he's being a little creepo in the neighborhood.
Bro,
wait, what happened?
Relax.
Your camera alright? You need to chill.
You need to chill, bro.
You guys be creeping on those girls over here in PB and shit? Creeping? Yeah, that's you, right?
You gotta relax,
Well, I'm
bro.
so confused.
You're like the POV guy, right?
Bro, we have a camera. Are you
give a f about the camera, dude? I'm from here, bro.
okay? Can I help you, bro?
Go to the other street, bro. Please. Out of respect for the locals and shit like that, please go to the other street. You grew up here. Do your videos where the f is a public place.
That's
but
great,
we don't respect
yeah.
it here.
We've seen different styles of content like this before, where people take advantage of different people's communities, neighborhoods, go to different places and start harassing people. But it's good that there is a good Samaritan out there who stepped in front of this person with the camera and said, hey, we're not doing this here, not where I'm from. You're being a nuisance, you're disturbing the peace. And not only that, you're being harmful with this new technology that's out. The idea that anybody can go around recording without anybody's consent, all because they have on some new Ray-Ban glasses, is a little weird.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought he was just talking to her and the nigga. Oh, I'm so confused. Oh, I'm dumb, bro. My fault, chat. The Ray-Bans. I forgot them shits was a thing. I got them shits too. Well, not me. Nah, that's crazy.
That's how technology is taking over, and not for the better. Not only do those glasses allow you to record without any sort of consent, and we know what happens when people record without any sort of consent. There's also a data issue. We've seen content creators on the internet expose the fact that these Meta glasses, that these Google smart glasses,
Thought I heard something.
this can literally take data off of unsuspecting people in the middle of the street without them even knowing what's going on.
We built glasses that let you identify anybody on the street.
To use it, you just put the glasses on, then as you walk by people, the glasses will detect when somebody's face is in frame. This photo is used to analyze them, and after a few seconds, their personal information pops up on your phone.
Oh, this is me volunteering.
June Lee, right?
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh my god.
You're
This photo was creepy. This is like from.
you're from
2008.
Bergen County Academies.
Yeah.
Your Korean name is Ju-eun?
What the hell?
Cambridge Community Foundation. Oh, hi, ma'am. Wait, are you Betsy?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think I met you through like the Cambridge Community Foundation, right? Yeah. It's great to meet you. I'm Kane.
Now, it's a good thing that the creator of this platform has taken some sort of responsibility by not publishing this sort of content information in the just code online on GitHub.
Oh, that's the neighbors.
GitHub, which I think it's weird that somebody would just straight up ask if it's on GitHub, but it's a good thing that they're being responsible. But the fact that any sort of artificial intelligence, data mining, or technology as a whole is getting this far without any sort of regulations is getting weird. People are soon going to stop being able to differentiate between real life and fake life and literally use technology to cheat their way through any scenario when it comes to, I don't know, human interaction.
So, how old did you say you were?
I'm 30 years old.
Your profile says you worked at Bananazon?
Yeah, I've been there for the past 8 years doing like senior software engineering, so you know, like coding.
Really?
Look, I know I look a little young for my age, but I promise you, I'm 30 years old.
I ain't gonna lie, if you need glasses and AI and an app to get women, like pick up girls and stuff, you need some help. I ain't gonna lie, you need a lot of help. I ain't gonna lie, cause that is crazy. Nah, I don't want this. This is when I meant technology world, this is not what I meant. I ain't gonna lie, bro, this shit crazy.
Okay, well, maybe you are just way older than you look.
Here's your glass of rosé. And
Thank you.
sorry, we couldn't verify your ID.
Oh,
so
what?
Here's a grape juice for you.
Oh, wait, I'm pretty sure there's a mistake.
I think you're way too young for me, so I'm gonna have to go.
Wait. Okay, look, listen, I know I lied about my age. I'm sorry. But the second I saw your profile and I saw the painting with the tulips, you're just like the most gorgeous girl ever, and you're such an unbelievably talented artist. Do you think you can just give me like one chance to show you I can make this work?
This is not working in real life. Realistically, especially depending on the girl you get, she probably will smack the shit out of you. And this is what this nigga need. Bow!
Can you give me some time to think about it? Are you free sometime next week?
Ooh, actually, next week I have this anime convention I gotta go to with my boys. Do you think you could do like next month, maybe?
Oh my god.
I feel like I just watched a Black Mirror episode come to real life. That app is Cluey, and literally the slogan is AI to cheat on everything. There's so much concern in that with fraud, with identity theft, with just straight lying to people who don't need to be lied to or asked to be lied to. It's unbelievable the links of imagination that people are going to in order to basically not live life, to cheat their way through life, to scam, to do nefarious things. The inventors of Cluey are some soulless D-bags who are trying to take the separation of life from reality. Like literally AI and all this other tech stuff is supposed to be some sort of tool, but what they're doing is saying, hey, humanity no longer should exist. We should just put robots in front of robots. I think that this is just a weird detachment from reality, especially if you just listen to his voice.
There's two big arguments for the pushback. The first is this is dystopian and this sort of destroys what it means to be human.
This is bitchless ass. I can't speak. This is bitchless activities. This is what happens when you isolate yourself and you don't talk to people. This is what happens when you sit there and you don't talk to women. This is what happens when women don't talk to you. So you use your knowledge instead of putting that knowledge into something else and to getting an app to try to get bitches. And for the women, if you get fooled by this, you are just as dumb as this nigga.
And I disagree with that pretty fundamentally. I think every time technology has advanced our capabilities, people have said the same thing. This destroys what it means to be human. But ultimately, like that never ends up being the case. We just become more efficient as a species. And the traits that make us human are not the traits that sort of like AI can fill in the blank for.
So, you know, things like information and knowledge, memory, identity, you know, your personal and private information aren't what make us human. Oh, God, this is crazy.
Right now, the vision, the version of the app that we have is just a desktop app, has complete access to your screen and your system audio. So it sees everything you're seeing and it hears everything you're hearing and can help with that context. Ultimately, though, what we want, the end state of the product is a chip inside your brain that lets you use AGI to.
No, you ain't putting no robot in my goddamn head.
think.
Let's just say that this guy's heart and mind are in the right place. Are there no downsides to any of these technological advancements? What is the protection for some sort of nefarious acts to be done? Like, even on the desktop version as to what he described, that's literally a virus. That is malware, that's Trojan. That's something that is not good for your computer to have on it.
Exactly. And you got to understand, like, fuck that. The chip in your head. People hack computers every day, bro. You think, like, that just because you get something in your head, nobody can hack it? No. Someone will figure it out.
You're the one controlling it or not. Just having something that's always into your system and seeing your desktop and listening to the audio. I don't believe that that's a great thing. And then to take it to the next step, his end vision is to literally chip people's brains with something that can be accessed through the outside world. He must think that he's like literally Terminator 3 or something like that. Now that piece of technology seems to be very far down the line. I mean, I don't know how fast we're gonna get a bunch of people to sign up to put AI chips in their brain. Well, they did run a ChatGPT and just upload all their information, so I could be wrong. But there are things that are impacting us on a day-to-day basis right now, like deepfakes using AI voices and stuff, that is totally doing damage to people's reputations. Not only do we have things like radio stations using deepfake AI voices instead of real-life hosts, but I remember during last year, during the whole political cycle, AI was going insane with the deepfakes.
It's neutral.
I knew you were still there. You're not going anywhere, Joe.
I'm watching you, kid. I'm watching you, kid. I love you.
I love you, Joe.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Now, I don't know if you could tell, but that was not Joe Biden on the phone. Like, that was clearly an AI deepfake. And what's crazy is on platforms like Twitter or X or Facebook or whatever, even more deepfake imagery was used to paint narratives about both sides. Hell, it got so bad and so funny that Elon Musk started to participate in them, naturally picking his side, but using nasty images of AI deepfakes, AI, ChatGPT 4.0, Ghibli, literally any sort of AI imagery in order to, I don't know, paint Kamala Harris as a communist. But like I said, things like this can get even more nefarious. We've seen situations before where people have gotten their literal money stolen because AI has stepped in, whether it be with a voice or whether it be with a video, and taken people's money.
The cost of doing business proved to be astronomical for a finance worker in Hong Kong who was duped into handing over millions of dollars after being tricked by deepfake technology during a conference call. It's the latest frightening example of how quickly artificial intelligence is progressing.
Police say thieves used artificial intelligence to create a phony video conference call with deep fake colleagues to fool a financial worker in Hong Kong and steal $35 million.
This is real-time back and forth. This is an escalation of the technology that we've already come to fear. Now we have a reason to fear it even more.
And those fears are top of mind for 80% of Americans who said they're worried about deepfakes during the 2024 election, according to new polling.
And the challenge with this new technology is the content spreads so quickly. Even if you have good laws in place, it doesn't necessarily allow for fast action to get the content taken down.
See, if people know that you can get money just like this, cyber crimes have to be expecting to go through the roof in the next couple of years, only because the skill gap has also lessened between technology, its users, and any sort of malicious intent that can be done with it. I remember back in the early 2000s and hell, the 90s or whatever, even the depictions in mainstream media about how people were cracking the mainframe and plugging into a system or whatever the case may be were always dramatized and played up. You know, it was always some sort of introverted computer nerd that would be the only one to have access to anybody's system. But nowadays we're realizing that anybody and everybody can do it. From somebody who's 16, 17.
You can be a 10-year-old kid, open ChatGPT, say code me a whole app, bro, and the nigga will code you an app. Literally, you can make a whole game off ChatGPT. I'm so dead ass. I've done it.
18 all the way up to somebody in their 70s. People are being able to take advantage of technology and use them for not the best means. Part of the reason why is because a lot of people are submitting their information to all these large language models. I've never been a fan of submitting photos for these different, hey, see what you'll look like in 90 years trend, or hey, this is what you would look like as a baby trend, or whatever the case may be. I'm not saying I don't use AI. I do use ChatGPT every once in a while, but that's to ask stupid questions like, what's what's the boiling point of water? Not to say, hey, here's my whole financial game plan. You know, all my finances are tied in this. Make some sort of budget for me. Like, stuff like that is stupid. And I damn sure don't submit pictures of myself to AI models. I know what that stuff can do. Hell, even with being a public figure, I know what people can do to my content. I'm not gonna be the one to feed into it. I think of examples like Angel Reese after her losing in the NCAA tournament a couple years ago, where people leaked nude photos of her and the whole time they were AI and how much that affected her.
Been attacked so many times, death threats, I've been sexualized, I've been threatened, I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time. The worst ones are like the YouTube ones, because like people believe
honestly,
it.
That's AI. Like,
but people believe it. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Like I always say, like my worst one was when, like, literally my uncle like sent me an AI picture nude. Like that's crazy.
So I mean, yeah, like that's the crazy part about like where the world is going. AI is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know enough to talk about it, but like it's crazy, and that's like, unfortunately, I get so many tweets are like people are like, oh, you need to. We tried to take down everything.
We can't.
Yeah, like you literally can't.
I'm not saying that technology is inherently evil. It depends on the morality of the user or the creator when it comes to what sort of purposes it's going to be used for. But when we continue to push the limits like this unregulated and hide it under the disguise of it being innovative or whatever the case may be, humans are also going to push these things to the limits. They're going to push it to the limits when it comes to manipulation, lying, cheating, stealing, or hell, just putting your face on somebody having sex with somebody else's wife, and now you're either beat up or dead because somebody really believed it. At some point, we do have to put a stop to all this growth that
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, if I become big and somebody try to like leak me on some shit like that, y'all niggas is weird and gay. I don't got a problem with gay people, but if you say you straight and you do that, you gay.
That is being seen in the technology field, and put some safeguards in front of it, or at least have these people on some sort of watch list. Because if you leave it up to the guy who's creating Cluely, he will be putting chips in people's brains. Or if you leave it up to guys like RizCam, he would probably have terabytes and terabytes of footage in his computer of literal nasty depictions of women that they didn't even consent to.
Hell no.
Sir, we are closing.
Hell, ooh, the Corey Kenshin. But boom. With this AI shit, bro, I don't know. I try to stay away from it. I'm not saying I don't use it, because I use ChatGPT all the time for, like, you know, simple stuff. You know, like questions like he said. I've done it to make like some artwork for like my stream and flyers and stuff, which I don't think is that bad. The chips in the brain though is crazy, and I would never ever put myself in a position to ever put a chip in my brain. I don't know. We just got to sit here and see. So besides that, guys, make sure to like this video, make sure to subscribe, follow me on Instagram, also chat, make sure to follow me on Twitch. We just hit 800 followers. Thank you guys so much. I love y'all niggas to death, and I'm out.
Alright, free all baby, man. This one from the heart. My day ones are angels, 120 degrees and threes work all angles. My brother died early, got his halo. My name is sex and then I can't go.